Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and while the NASCAR race, it's an overtime, but going to a double overtime, it's a red flag right now, so I decided I'll do the Titans season preview right now. We done the Jacksonville Jaguars yesterday, so now we're here, we've done the Houston Texans, Jacksonville Jaguars, and now we're here to the Colts as well, so now we're doing the last team in this division before we move on to the next one. So, let's get the Tennessee Titans 2024 season preview. Last year, they were not expected to be successful. Rookie quarterback in Will Levis, Malik Willis started, and it was just a mess. The offensive line was terrible. They really didn't have many offensive weapons outside of Derrick Henry and DeAndre Hopkins, who's old. But he was their best receiver. By far tells you to tell the other people. They had Treylon Burks. He just hasn't turned out. He just hasn't turned out to be any good. But they were not expected to have a successful season, and yet they still went and fired Mike Vrabel after 6-11 season. That was kind of a questionable decision, but we'll see how it pans out. They have to begin anew in what looks like a long rebuilding process. It's going to take a little bit to rebuild this team, man. But I like what they did in the draft, getting J.C. Latham, that offensive tackle, because they really need some offensive line help. The offensive line was horrendous last year. Got Will Levis hurt towards the end of the season. So, but it's going to be a long rebuilding process. It's going to take time. Some of the veteran additions they added: QB Mason Rudolph, running back Tony Pollard. He was good the year before, but then last year was kind of down. But remember, he had that injury, so maybe it kind of affected him a little bit. Maybe he'll get back to form this season, because I think Tony Pollard's a really talented running back and can really help that Titans offense. He's not going to be a Derrick Henry, obviously, because he's much smaller and not as strong as Derrick Henry. But I still think he can get back to form this season. Wide receiver Calvin Ridley, that's a good addition there. Give Will Levis another reliable target right there. Guard Sadiq Charles, center Lloyd Cushenberry, that's a good addition right there in their offensive line. Defensive tackle Sebastian Joseph Day had a good year last year, so some good depth there on the defensive line. Linebacker Kenneth Murray, kind of been a bust for the Chargers, but we'll see if he can turn his career around there. But this is two additions I like the most: cornerback L'Jarius Sneed and cornerback Chidobe Awuzie. Really improved at that cornerback spot. They really need some cornerback help, and they got that. But Jerry Sneed, one of the best corners in the NFL. Chidobe Awuzie, one of the more underrated cornerbacks in the NFL, in my opinion. Some early draft picks. Also tackled J.C. Latham. Really like that pick to get some off the line help. Defensive tackle T'Vondre Sweat. That was an interesting pick, because you remember he got pulled over, that DUI incident before the draft. I'm kind of surprised he went that high, but hey, that's more defensive line help, and he's a big boy. He's good, but hopefully he can stay out of legal trouble. Linebacker Cedric Gray, really like that pick. I think he'd be one of the more underrated linebackers out of this class. Could really help him. Linebacker's a huge weakness. Was a huge weakness for them. Maybe could help. And cornerback Jarvis Brownlee. Their off-season losses include QB Ryan Tannehill, running back Derrick Henry replaced him with Tony Pollard, wide receiver Nick Westbrook, offensive tackle Andre Dillard, not really too big of a loss there, offensive tackle Chris Hubbard, center Aaron Brewer, defensive end Danico Autry, linebacker Azeez Al-Shaair, cornerback Sean Murphy Bunting, but they replaced him with two really good corners. Cornerback Christian Fulton, he's really struggled there. Safety Terrell Edmonds. So, let's go over their offense now. The offense will have Will Levis will have a better season, in my opinion. I think he'll have a much better season with better receivers. But how will Pollard perform? Will he perform to that level we expect? And will the O-line improve? That's a big question, because I don't know if the offensive line will improve. So that's going to be a big question mark. For the defense, they've really improved at the cornerback spot. I feel like the defensive line is good, but the linebacker is a huge weakness. So that's the thing they need to improve on. My record prediction for them, I'm going to say is 7-10. I'm going to say a 7-10 record for the Tennessee Titans. I think they'll show some flashes with these young guys they have and the additions they made. But yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Till next time, Peace.